Strong wind. This was a terrifying consequence of severe flooding in Hubei, China, where a partial bridge collapse sent a vehicle straight into the violent current below. The powerful storm left everyone in shock as this massive tree was uprooted and fell straight across the road. This box truck suddenly lost control in Texas and caused a scary crash, but luckily, no one was seriously hurt. The reason lightning keeps hitting this mountain in India is likely because elevated terrain sits closer to the storm base, making it more vulnerable to repeated strikes. Several days of heavy rain triggered a landslide in Indonesia, sending soil, rocks, and trees onto the road and completely blocking traffic. That was extremely lucky no one got hurt, because operating a crane without watching the overhead power lines is dangerously careless. Nature does not need much time to make its power known, and this wave is a perfect example of that. This was supposed to be a long fireworks show, but a technical glitch turned the entire San Diego 2012 display into one massive explosion of light. He probably came in for a cup of coffee, but when the service was terrible, he left a 1-star review with his hooves. After a deafening blast, flames suddenly erupted and lit up part of the road in Vietnam. But luckily, the surrounding vehicles were far enough away to avoid disaster. Just a tiny difference in timing, and this accident could have ended much worse, so he was extremely fortunate to avoid being hit. This buffalo walked into the clothing store like it had an appointment for a custom suit, but clearly nobody was ready for that size. What makes this scene so frightening is that one powerful collision completely changed everything, sending the car through the restaurant in an instant. Brake failure turned this crowded area into a dangerous scene within seconds, but fortunately, everyone managed to get out of the way in time. It is incredibly fortunate that the person in the car had moved away earlier, because this impact could have caused a much more serious outcome. A simple mistake with the gas pedal sent this car crashing straight into a dog daycare, leaving the building badly damaged and everyone inside terrified.
Just maybe felt like getting some, woo! God darn it! Mercy! Are you okay? That's what I was just telling you.
The car seemed to squeeze into the lane without enough space, and that kind of impatience can go wrong very fast.
Rồi, chết rồi, dính rồi mấy Lý ơi. Dính rồi mấy Lý ơi, quay ngang ra rồi.
This was a very dangerous moment in Vietnam, as the tornado reduced visibility and filled the area with powerful wind and flying debris. powerful 7.3 magnitude earthquake struck a bar in Vanuatu, sending everyone inside rushing for safety as violent tremors began. This Ecuador landslide shows how dangerous steep terrain can be, especially when heavy rain and erosion trigger a sudden collapse. A huge section of the cliff suddenly collapses, sending tons of rock and soil crashing onto the mountain road and blocking it in seconds. A man filmed the terrifying moment a violent storm destroyed his business, reducing everything he had built to debris within seconds. This dust storm in Pakistan came in fast, with heavy dust and strong wind forcing people to flee as the sky turned ominously dark. When the road is slippery, even a small mistake at high speed can turn into a major crash within seconds.
What's up?
He reacted instantly as the sheet metal flew toward him, and that split-second move likely saved his life.
Leave me.
The most amazing part is that no one was injured, because that black marlin came into the boat with enough force to turn this into a serious accident. With danger coming from behind so suddenly, there was almost no time to react. Thankfully, no one was injured. Driving straight into this massive dust storm in Harbin, China must have felt unreal, as the entire city suddenly disappeared under a wall of darkness.
我的天哪，你看这云，
这都低成啥样啊？
啊，这太吓人了吧！还真是带着沙尘来的。
我的天哪！
我的妈呀，直接黑天了。
The wind was strong enough to tear materials from the roof and scatter debris across the parking lot, creating a very dangerous situation. What begins as slight shaking quickly turns into total destruction as the house collapses during the earthquake in Japan. The ceiling could not handle the pressure anymore, and once it collapsed, water poured down like an indoor waterfall. The sea surged over the coastal road at terrifying speed, flooding everything in sight and trapping drivers in the chaos. As fire ripped through the 7-story building in Sydney, Australia, an entire wall suddenly collapsed, sending rubble crashing down in a terrifying scene. Heavy rain in the surrounding mountains triggered a spectacular flash flood, turning this dusty desert stream into a fast-moving river within moments. Tropical storm. Nicole hit Saunders Beach in Nassau, Bahamas, with powerful waves that crashed over the shoreline and flooded the streets within minutes. With incredible force, the tornado tore the metal roof apart as if it weighed nothing. But luckily, the man remained safe the entire time.
Crazy. Double rainbow in the dark. It's 8:20 p.m.
The hillside gave way with terrifying force, sending dust, rocks, and debris crashing down, while people watched in shock. Instead of soaking into the ground, rainwater in California's burned forests rushes over the surface, sweeping ash, rocks, and debris into destructive mudflows.
What's happening right now? Livestock?
Powerful tornado gusts near Houston turned the neighborhood into a danger zone, forcing firefighters to take shelter inside a garage.
Oh, the tree's down. The tree is down. Saw that
The
coming.
force of the storm was incredible, as this giant old tree snapped and collapsed right into the backyard in a matter of
Jesus.
seconds. This severe hailstorm turned the area into chaos, as heavy ice pellets pounded the ground and water with incredible force. A landslide in Utah caused the foundation of this home to collapse, leading to the terrifying moment when the entire house slid down the cliff. As the Cimarron River overflowed, this home had no chance against the powerful current sweeping through the area. Shifting temperatures caused the ice jam on Canada's Ausable River to break apart, sending rushing water and huge chunks of ice downstream.
Ma! Ma!
What makes this scene so dramatic is the sheer size of the wave, exploding over the seawall while people watch from dangerously close range.
You are big and beautiful. Where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go? You're the biggest one I've ever seen in Belfast.
Hundreds of blackbirds swarmed this backyard and turned it into a sea of moving feathers, a behavior often seen in autumn and winter when they flock together for migration and feeding.